Yo, another day, another tutorial, you know how it is. But yeah, I got something more for like Roddy Rich and toliver. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so the entire melody sounds like this. Alright, so first thing we got here, just a guitar, ample guitar light 2 on the mono 1 preset, and then all you hear, this is how the guitar sounds alone. Alright, so basically all it is I'm in the key of D minor. You could be in any scale, doesn't matter, and be around 156 BPM, because for these beats for like toliver and Roddy Rich, they kind of be a lot faster, the BPM sometimes, to hit like that nice hard hitting emotional feel to it. I don't know about toliver, but I know in some of Roddy Rich's songs he uses around like 145 150 BPM, so anywhere around that it should be pretty good. And basically I just laid down my bass line, and this is how it sounds like. So it's just D, C, A sharp. It's pretty simple. And then from there I just started building on my triad. So then I just copied the note down, shift click, I transposed it up an octave and I shortened it, and then I basically just built a triad, and I basically just arpeggiated the notes and created a triad here. So D, F, A, and then from there I just do that with every other note for the bass line. So then do C, E, G, A, C, E, and then A sharp, D, F. So basically you have your entire chords and melody set out, and then from there I just add kind of some fillers and just a little top line, just to add some more melody and root to the melody. Alright, so basically all the effects that I added for it, just an EQ. Took out a lot of the lows. I took out a lot of these frequencies that I didn't like here, because a lot of the frequencies coming from this guitar sometimes can be really harsh. So I just add these kind of dips here. I just add my scroll wheel to make this little triangle right here, this little dip a bit longer, and I just add some small dips here around the frequencies that I don't like, softened up some more of the highs, and then I just took out some of this low mids right here to take out some of the muddiness from the guitar. From there, added an ambience. I really like this reverb. I don't use it too often because I have other reverbs that I prefer, but I just felt like using it for this guitar. So basically I just put up the dry about negative 2.5 dB, and I turned down the wet to around negative 20 dB. I turned down the width to 69%, turned down the pre-delay, turned down the size, I turned up the attack to 256 milliseconds, and then I turned up this frequency right here for the amount percentage to 2490 hertz. Then from there I just added a stereo shaper, just to make it, to spread out the guitar throughout both speakers or both sides of your headphones. And then from there I just added Cymatic's origin, put it on the sand preset right here. I just kept it on this right here all the way, and then I turned up the vinyl 5 here, turned down the chorus to 9%, turned down the movement to 19%, and I turned down this saturation to 15%. From there, the final thing that I added on for the effects for the guitar was just a fruity compressor. I just put the threshold at negative 21.7 dB, put the ratio at 3:1, turned up the gain, to 2 dB. And I put this type to vintage because I wanted it to sound a bit more vintage, and I kept everything else the same. Alright, so from there all I did was I just added a bass. Alright, so basically this bass is just from the Tri-Freeze ATL Culture Volume 2 kit, and then it's just on the bass right here, and it's the catastrophic one. And then I basically just copied the bass line that I did for the guitar. So from there, the final thing that I added to the melody was just an arcade vocal chop. And basically I just took this vocal chop from Distant Voices Purity, and this is how the chop sounds like. Alright, so basically everything together sounds like this again. Alright, so let's get into the drums. Alright, so the first thing I got here is the clap. Very simple, regular clap pattern. From there, I just added a weak snare from the Medenka drum kit from Loop Stash. Basically, I just wanted to hit before and after the clap so that it kind of adds some accents. So the snare and the clap together sounds like this. Alright, so from there I just added a rim. This just kind of accents with some of the places where the snare's hitting, just to add a bit of a different sound to it. From there I just added the hi-hats. And onto the hi-hats. So I usually explain my hi-hats a lot and how I do them. Really simple. You want to give a lot of space between the hi-hats, but then when you're hitting them again, you want them to have rolls and you want to have a good pattern, just so that it's really hard hitting. So you don't want it to be overdone, but you want to have a good hi-hat pattern so with the rest of the drums it hits hard, vary the melody. So I was making this beat more specific as if I were making it for a rapper, so I didn't really overdo the hi-hats. So basically I just hit on one, hit two more, just gave a lot of space, hit one with the rolls, kind of hit another triplet, and then I just kind of played them in some octaves, kind of just shift clicking the note and then pasting it down over here. So basically like that, and then I just keep on hitting, roll, and then copy and paste everything over again. Play with the velocities, play with the note panning, everything like that. So basically for the effects that I added for the hi-hat is all, I just added an EQ as always, taking out some of those low ends, and then I just added a delay, put on the ping pong preset, put the wet down to 1.5%, turned down the level, and I put the time knob right about here. And then from there I just turned this mix level down to 57%. Next thing I added was a perk. I added 808. Really simple pattern, just following the root notes of the melody, and then I just kind of hit one, give some space, hit two, give more space, and then hit 1, 2, 3. Really simple, just hard hitting, simple drums. From there I just added the kick to layer with the 808. The 808 and the kick together sound like this. So basically all the drums together sound pretty much like this. Alright, so that's pretty much how you make emotional, hard-hitting guitar melodies and beats for Roddy Rich and Toliver. So yeah, if you guys got anything from this video, please make sure to drop a like and sub down below. Every Saturday I'm going to be coming out with a new video, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be trying to grow my channel, try to improve my video quality. So yeah, with that being said, stay loyal. Peace.